Shiba Inu, 500,000% return from April to May, 1 month. Wow. Wow. No wonder it's probably, I think it is one of the top 3 search cryptocurrencies right now. Why? Because we're in the business of making money and you're in the business of making money. So you want to get those kind of returns. Just so you know, 500,000% means $1,000 would turn into 5 million, or $100 would turn into $500,000. So what we're going to look at today, yes, we're going to look at some technicals and some fundamentals, but actually what we're going to look at is we're going to leverage my old school career. Back in 2006, I used to be a math teacher. We're going to do some basic mathematics. Why? Because we want to see, right, if Shiba Inu does a next aggressive move to the upside, is it possible to make another 500,000% return, or is that off the table? We need to get the facts right because most people might be thinking certain things, but they haven't done the math. So I'm going to do the math for you. So let's dive straight in. First of all, I'm just bringing up the Shiba Inu website. It's amazing. It says decentralized meme tokens that grew into a vibrant ecosystem. So the whole mission here was an experiment in decentralized, spontaneous community building. An experiment that was very successful. It's got one of the biggest followings, hundreds of thousands on Telegram, thumbs up to Shiba Inu, marketing wise and everything else, brilliant. Also next, what we're going to look at is, it's a meme token. So you're probably thinking, what the heck is a meme token? So I thought it would be good to just kind of bring up the Google definition on meme. What is a meme? There's two nouns. An element of a culture or system of behavior passed from one individual to another by limitation or other non-generic means. More specifically, number 2 is more relevant to what we're looking at. An image, video, piece of text, etc., typically humorous in nature, that is copied and spread rapidly by internet users, often with slight variations. So that's pretty much what Shiba Inu is, spread rapidly by the internet. Now, next we're going to jump into CoinMarketCap, right? So Shiba Inu, props, like come on, top 50 coin, actually top 30 coin. According to CoinMarketCap, its current market capitalization is just under $3 billion. Like when we look at the ranks, if we look at the ranks of cryptocurrency, obviously Bitcoin's at the top, Ethereum number 2, we scroll down, Shiba Inu is just behind Monero, EOS, and not that far from Tron, which is like an amazing blockchain, Filecoin. Like, okay, props. But what we're going to look at today is, let's do the math. Why are you searching Shiba Inu? Well, obviously it's because you want to make the 100x, the 1000x, or the 500,000x, right? Obviously. So we want to see what is the likelihood. So we're going to do some math today, some math. Look, I know math is not your favorite subject. It's not most people's favorite subject. When I was teaching my students, hey, look, I just had to bring the energy and the enthusiasm to make mathematics fun. But when it comes to making money and the potential of making money, all of a sudden, I know I have your attention. But what we're going to look at today is reality. Reality. Because we want to see if Shiba Inu does pop and it goes, let's just say it went to the moon, but this time it's going to go to Mars, right? It's going to go higher than the previous high. Well, you would think that you're going to make as much money as the first time, and you might have missed the boat the first time. I know I did. I didn't even know about Shiba Inu until it came onto the radar. So what we're going to look at today is this point here, this point down here, what the price was up here, and if you had invested $1,000, what that return would look like. Then, if the price moves again this much, this distance, let's just go like this. Because the common school of thought, which is logic, says if the price moves this much, and it was 500,000% return, right? Which is life-changing money for most people. And we moved again that much or even more. Well, if we moved more than the first time, you would think that the amount of money you would make would be more, right? But that's why we want to do the math, because with meme coins, they do a particular thing. There's tokenomics, and you'll find with meme coins, if you just go to Shiba Inu, which is number 29 on CoinMarketCap, if you look at the circulating supply, which is the total amount of tokens in circulation, there's a lot. There's this I'm just going to jump to CoinGecko to see if they've got the same numbers. Yeah, CoinGecko's got different numbers to CoinMarketCap. So according to CoinMarketCap, there's just 400 million tokens in circulation. And according to CoinGecko, there's 500 billion tokens in circulation. I'm going to actually go with the the CoinGecko, because of the total circulation, the total supply of tokens, because the mathematics is going to be important when we do this, right? So we're going to go with this, because this explains over here, just so you know, where the tokens are. Shiba Inu, credit to you, part of the marketing campaign was they sent I think it was 46 million tokens to Vitalik Buterin, which is one of the founders of Ethereum, and he currently has 46 million Shiba Inu in his wallet. So that's what this is. But because it's unverified, so let's just do some mathematics, right? Let's keep it really, really simple, really, really simple. Let's just look at the price on April 6th, right? We're gonna look at the price. The price was, I'm gonna write it down on a piece of paper first, and then I'm going to write it on the screen. Why am I writing on a piece of paper? Because there's so many zeros, and I have to count these zeros. There's 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. So there's 7 zeros, 587, right? 7 zeros, 587. Right? 7 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 587. But let's just round it up to 6, right? 7 zeros and then 6. That was the price. Right? How do you even say that in English? Like, other than 0.000000006. That was the price in terms of in dollars. Right? So that's the dollar price. So what we're going to do today, this is important. This is important because I know, look, meme coins are hype coins. There's a YouTuber called Ivan on Tech. He's quite popular. He used to talk a lot about tokens and appreciation and everything else, but now he's more talking about building blockchain, and he's got a great project called Morales, which is great if you're a developer. But he came up with this song, and it was Pumpamentals and Fundamentals. You want to look at the Pumpamentals and the Fundamentals. Fundamentals means like the credibility of the program or the project, the utility of the token, the team, and everything else. And Pumpamentals is just hype, marketing. And the Pumpamentals, when it came to meme coins and Shiba Inu, is through the roof. It's astronomical, right? And one of the ways to do this is they put the price with many zeros. Why? Because every single person always does this. The most common thing that I see, which is to get, if I've got X amount of Shiba Inu or whatever other meme token, if it just gets to 1 cent, if it gets to 0.01 or 0.001, boom, I've made it. And I get that logic, but now we just need to look at the mathematics, right? And I know it's not your favorite subject. That's why you're gonna lean on me, and I'm gonna do the math for you. So let's just look at what happened first of all, right? Let's just look at what happened first of all. So what are we gonna look at? We're looking at this low down here, and we're gonna look at this high up here, right? This price. What was the price on this high? Again, I'm gonna need to count the zeros again, right? I'm gonna count the zeros. I think it was 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. 4 zeros and then 3, 5, right? 4 zeros and then 3, 5, right? So we're going to go 0.1234, 3, 5. And a part of the reason these do so well is it's hard to even see the appreciation because there's so many zeros and it's confusing. You have to kind of count the zeros. It's not like going from $1 to $1.50 or 20 cents to $1. It's much easier. So what we want to look at is this. First of all, how did this perform? What's the numbers? So let's pull up the calculator. And the way you do it is you take the second price, which is the 0.123435, divided by the first initial purchase price. Now look, I know you didn't manage to buy it at the first price, or you're unlikely to have, because Shiba Inu, if we just look at CoinMarketCap, was out for a while. Look, it's out for since August 2020, and it was almost a year before it really did anything of significance. So this data here, it would have looked like this, and it was only in January where it started to do something. and then it got a lot of attention, and then in the next month it did something big, and that looked ridiculous, and then the next month or the next few weeks it went even more ridiculous, and then it's done a big pullback. So I know you're looking at the price going, look, it's done a big pullback. If I buy now and it does a similar move, I'm going to make my 100x, my 1000x, my 500,000x, or 500,000%. And we want to just look at the reality of that, and then we can make some decisions, because we want the probability in your favor so you can minimize your downside, maximize your upside. Because meme coins is actually a good strategy. Like, you know, if you just do the probabilities and everything else, but we just want to look at the reality of the situation. So let's pull out the calculator again. So we're going to divide this by the first price. So we know it was 7 zeros. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we just rounded it up to 6 equals this number. It was 583. Is that correct? Let me just double check that. Did I do it? Let me do that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, divided by 0.1234567. And I just want to double check that I've got that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm literally just counting the zeros. It's quite difficult to see. All right, that seems to be the case. I might have added an extra zero before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 6. Boom. So it's a 583. So that would be that's a 583x times 100 is actually 58,000. I added an extra zero by accident. I said 500,000. It was 58,000%. So we got 58,000%, which is 583x, which is 58,000%, right? So that means if you invested $1,000 at a price of the initial price, and you managed to sell near the top, you know, which is hard to do, but you managed to sell near the top, $1,000 times 583 would equal 583,000, right? Not bad for a month's work if you manage to buy in this region and hold it. So now what we want to look at is going, because why are you searching it? I know why you're searching it. I know why I would search it. It's to go, right, it's done a big pullback. I've done a retracement. It's 78.6%. You know, the market might be ripe to go up again. And where would be the next price target? The next price target of we're just doing basic Elliott Wave. Normally what happens with the psychology of the market, and Shiba Inu applies because there's millions of players, is this movement up. It will be a wave 1. This movement down, we're not going to get too detailed on this today because it's not the purpose of today's video, is a wave 2. Let's just say this was the wave 2. The price projection from a wave 1 to a wave 3, wave 1 from a 2 to a 3 is typically 1.618. So I've got a price for us. We've got a price target, and you can see the price movement is bigger, right? Bigger than the previous move, which is exciting. You kind of go, whoa, hang on a second. The price that moved from down here to up here, the next move looks like it's going to be bigger. So therefore, I should be able to make more money, right? Now that's why we need to do the math, right? That's why we're going to do the math. And then we'll make some decisions. So that's the previous math. Now let's do the next piece of math. So again, let's just take this let's just take today's price and count the zeros again. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 zeros and then a 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's dollars. And then we're going to take the price projection. Right? This green line over here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 zeros, 6, 7. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I say 6, 7. Sorry, 6, 3. Right? That's the two prices. This will make sense in a second. This will make a lot of sense in just a second. So the movement's bigger. These are the two price movements. And if you're used to doing math, you can kind of see, you can probably see where I'm going with this. You can probably see, and if you can't, you will do in just a second. So what we want to say is, let's just say we bought today, Shiba Inu, this is the new low. Let's just say, for instance, let's say we're able to read the future. Is this a good buy? And what should we anticipate? And let's say it does hit this price here, which is a greater movement than the previous move. What return would we get? Is it going to be another 583x, which is 58,000%? Is it going to be? Well, that's what we need to look at. So let's just do the math, right? So we pull up the calculator again. We take the second price, which is 4 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 3, divided by the first one was 5 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, equals 9.4. Huh? What? What? Hang on, Jagir. But the price movement is greater than the first time. How can it only be 9.4? 9.4x gross. Like, what's that in terms of percentages? Well, in terms of percentages, it's 940%. Now, in the traditional world, that is unbelievable returns, because it's probably going to happen within 1 to 3 months, right? If that happens, it's going to be 1 to 3 months. But we go, hang on a second, let's just do a side-by-side comparison, before and after. Let's get the text nice and big and bold as well. So you go, hang on. The first one we said was, let's just do it here and here. The people that managed to hold it, let's just say they bought whenever they bought, and they rode this and they sold up here, they would have made. In fact, sorry, I'm gonna make it a little smaller just so we can have the text side by side a bit cleaner. We'll do it in between. Let's go 28, 28, 20. We'll do the same here, 28. So let's do the math here, right? Let's do this. This is important. This is a math lesson. I know. But it's important. Let's look at this. This was the starting price down here. And it went to this up here. And if you managed to buy and sell, it was 583x, which is 58,000%, which means $1,000 turns into $500,000, nearly 600,000, right? Immense. Okay, now we're projecting forward. If the same was to happen down here and the price did move up, which is a greater move than before, is a bigger move than this move. And that's the current price today, give or take. And this projection of 1.618, which is 161% of this projected from here up here, is 0.000063, is a 9.4x, which is 940%. So what does that mean? Well, look, I wouldn't cry about this, but if your expectations are the first one, then we need to kind of have a quick reality check. Times 9.4 equals 9,400. Make sense? Look, I know I'm just the bearer of the news. Don't blame what's the saying? Don't blame the messenger, because now what we're doing here is, from a business perspective, we need to have accurate projections. Because if we hit our target, if we manage to buy it down here and we ride the wave up here, and we're anticipating a 583x, but we haven't done the math, and this happens, and then you look confused to go, hang on, I bought down here and I sold up here. It was a bigger move than before. How come I've only made $9,000 from $1,000? Because you're risking $1,000 to make $9,000. Well, first of all, that's a great return in any great means. So what's the lesson here? Well, if you want to do a meme coin strategy, you need to find the next Shiba Inu. You need to find the next one. What meme coin is currently not in the top 100, even the top 500 or the top 1,000 coins that has the potential to be in the top 100? Are there metrics and economics and tokenomics and pumpermentals, as Ivan on Tech would say, that would give it a high probability of doing what Shiba Inu did? That's where you'll get the 100x, the 1,000x. In this case, it was 583x, which is Very, very impressive. Now, depending on what you bought, because the price would have fluctuated. You know, if we go to Shiba Inu on CoinMarketCap and we say what was the all-time low, okay, all-time low, it says no data available. But what we could do, doesn't matter that much. But what we could do is just look at the whole chart and go, when, it might make it easier if we just zoom in here and even ignore this last bit of the move. Even ignore this bit of the move. You can see every small move looks massive, but in hindsight it looks tiny. So we can see probably down here, the price, you know, this don't have enough zeros to show you what the price was. You know, the price was even much lower in January. Yeah, even January 2021, the price was much lower. Jesus, it was under. It basically says it was less than 0. It hasn't got enough zeros. How many zeros is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The way it structured the price, it says it was less than 0.000000001. So on CoinMarketCap, it just says it was less than. If we go to CoinGecko and we just look at the all-time low. Oh, here it does have the all-time low. Look at this. So this was in November 2020. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 zeros. Jesus. 10 zeros, 5, 6. Right? That was the all-time lows on Shiba Inu. So what's the lesson here? Right. The lesson is it's not going to happen. Not with Shiba. Not with Shiba Inu. Because even if it does double this price movement, which is around here, it's still going to be like a 20x. 20x is 2,000%. That's not a joke. You know, 1 grand to 20 grand. But if you're anticipating the, 1,000% return, or 1,000x return, 10,000x return, 100,000x return, which a very small portion of people would have experienced, Shiba Inu is just not going to happen. I know, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but at least you're seeing it with the foresight. So if you decide to buy Shiba and it does what you're anticipating it to do, you can have a realistic expectation of a 10x and a 20x. But if you wanted to experience those 1,000x's and 10,000x's and way beyond and whatnot, you need to get the next Shiba Inu. What's riding under the radar that hasn't taken off, no one knows about it, or very few people know about it. The market cap. Let's just do one last thing. Let's do one last thing. Because this may help you. So what I just saw CoinGecko was 10 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 6 times. Let's just do the circulating supply. Let's go with CoinGecko as well. CoinGecko says the circulating supply. Let's just keep it rounded up. 12, 497, and then 12 zeros. Times 497, and then 12 zeros. All right. So when Shiba Inu would have launched back in August and that November is all-time low, the market cap, which is the total circulating supply, we're going by today's circulating supply, times multiplied by the token itself, the token price, was around $30,000, right? Which is stupendously low. Keeping in mind that with CoinGecko, it says that today's market cap is 3 billion. 3 billion, right? So Shiba Inu, let's summarize. We didn't do too many technicals today. What we just said is, right, with meme coins, there's a meme coin strategy, but you need to get in at the beginning when it's under 100,000, at least under a 1 million market cap project that has the potential to go to 100 million, if not a billion. And that's when you'll get 1,000x. That's the only way. If it's already taken off and then a pullback, and even if it does a greater move than the first time, the mathematics tells us, which are facts, hard facts, no opinions, just hard facts, tells us you're never going to see those returns again. And you might be thinking, but Jakir, it's possible. All it has to do is go 0.001. All right, I'm going to do one final thing. Because look, we got to treat this like a law case, right? The law, and we want to just go facts, figures. We're scientists. In this case, we're mathematicians. Let's just look at the pure hard facts. For Shiba Inu to do 100x, no, let's say 100x from where it is today, if the market cap is 3 billion, right? 3 billion, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3 billion times 100 means the market cap will need to go to 300 billion. Is that possible? Well, anything's possible, but 300 billion would then take it to where, if we just look at the top cryptos, it'll take it above where Ethereum is today. It'll take it above Binance Coin and Cardano and Dogecoin and XRP added together. Added together. Is it anything's possible in this space? But what we got to remember is the math. Look, I know you don't like math, but I'm just helping you out here. You know, the math is it takes more buying to push up the price. Just think of it like you got a jug of a cup and you're pouring water into it. For the cup to fill, you're gonna need more water. But if the jug empties and there's no more water remaining in that jug, then it can't fill no more, right? And that's what happens when there's no more buying power, there's no more money left to buy. Like, we need new buyers to come on board, which will tend to happen in the next wave. So the market cap will go up, but the price appreciation in terms of percentages is going to be much less. So that was a bit more detailed than I was anticipating. Today was a mathematics lesson, mathematics masterclass in Shiba Inu. Is it going to do another 500x or a 580x or 1000x? Unlikely. You need to go out and find the next Shiba Inu. There's probably going to be some memes of the memes, you know, mini Shiba Inu. There's like small Doge. There's all these different coins out there, but you want the ones that haven't taken off. So let's just wrap up with a quote from a book that I used to study back in 2006, 2008. Which I actually studied this book, Think and Grow Rich. The quote is this: persistence creates faith. From faith comes power. And power is essential for success in the accumulation of money. There you go. See you soon.